What's good, YouTube, and welcome to another Kaiba Hack Starts Yu-Gi-Oh video. Today, we're coming at you with another review, and this is a personal favorite kind of deck here, the Mechanized Madness structure deck. Why is it kind of a personal favorite? Because, you know, it's a reloaded. You know, back in the day when I was really young, I had the, I believe it was Machina Mayhem structure deck. Barely knew how to use it, but, you know, it brings back some memories. Plus, I'd be down to cook up, you know, a full Machina deck of some kind in the future. So we're going to bust into it. Of course, this is a good time to remind you to like, comment, share, and subscribe, you know. Hit that little notification bell, because we do lots of content like this. So, you know, make sure to show your support out there. We won't show off the back necessarily yet, but we will hit the little play mat that comes with it. Of course, like usual, we got some promotional stuff on the back. This is a bit of an older deck, I believe, like 2020 era of Yugioh. We can bring that up though, kind of show it off quick. You know, it's got the air citadel or whatever. I forget a bunch of their names, to be honest. And I like the fortress or whatever. I don't know if it's the fortress or what's what exactly, but a cool cool little mat, of course. Oh yeah, here we go. The citadel. He's the citadel. The air, what's the air one here? Hold on, now I'm getting all their names confused. It's just aerator's the air one. So I will briefly try to get this open. Sometimes they got the little tab on there. The little tab. Oh, yeah, this one looks like it does have it, maybe. They don't make it easy. They don't make it easy out here. Popping her open. Beauty little selection here. You know, and I believe it does come with, it's 37 commons, 3 super rares, 2 ultra rares, and you know, the mat. But it's got the, you know, the little extra bonusy bits. We'll throw them to the side. I always wish, like I say, that they'd have some Master Duel gems in there or something, you know, something to build some hype. But it is what it is. Of course, we got the Citadel here, looking beautiful. And it's definitely like the beef up of like the fortress from, you know, the original stuff. Set them to the side. The possess storage, I believe, is the kind of the retrain of the soldier. And then there's 2 for the other ones. I forget what they're called, like the un something, and I forget what their names are. But and then like maybe the re-Scavenger for the defender or something like that. But he's pretty cool, you know. They got some good plays. The aerator as well. All very helpful for the big plays of the deck. I believe Machina redeployment is only in this deck. I'm not 100%. But it is kind of a cool card. Definitely some sweet art there of them like rushing into battle. Plus it's got some actually, you know, decent kind of effects for what it is. Unauthorized reactivation. This one's kind of a weird one. You know, it can be, I know it could be teched into some other stuff, obviously. It's target 1 machine monster you control, and equip 1 appropriate machine union monster from your hand or deck to that monster, but the union monster you equip cannot be special summoned this turn. So, you know, obviously it's to get it out there, and since it's a quick play, you could do it on their turn, get to your turn, and then special summon said union monster. But that does work with their, you know, there's obviously lots of like machine union monsters, but there is a couple Machina ones specifically. Machina. We got the Irradiator. This was the one on the mat. Couldn't think of his name, but he is pretty cool. You can discard 1 other, you know, Machina monster. Special summon this card from your hand. And then you could target 1 machine monster you control and special summon from your graveyard 1 Machina monster with a different name and equal or lower level than the monster, and if you do, destroy that targeted monster. So, you know, it's a good way to kind of bring out some of the other, you know, like Machina, big dudes like Fortress and stuff like that. Lots of like weird, or Machina. Oh, I get that. It's same guy. But the Fortress, the classic big boy, you know, you're just getting 2 machines that equal level 8 and special summoning this big boy. Now, this is where some of the weird stuff comes in with the gear frame and the Peacekeeper. These are your Union boys. I don't think these guys have gotten any, like, retrains, technically speaking. I believe on, like, one of the, I think, like, the Mega Form, Machina Mega Form, they're on there. I think he's in this deck. So, when this card is normal summoned, you can add 1 Machina monster from your deck to your hand. Machina, I'll say it back and forth. It's the same thing. Once per turn, you can target, you know, with the Union effect, 1 machine monster and equip him or unequip him. And if the card would, the monster would be destroyed by battle or card effect, destroy this card instead. So he's mostly just for getting that 1 card from deck to hand, like a specific. I don't know the full plays yet. I'm gonna work out a deck maybe. The Peacekeeper has definitely been kind of pushed out. I know he's not as useful. It's when this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Union monster from your deck to your hand. So, in theory, you'd be using it with like gear frame, but I don't know what else you'd maybe use it for. I'm not 100% on like Union machine stuff other than like, you know, ABC and stuff like that. So, stuff to look into, but as far as I can tell, he's a bit slower for the deck, but you might be able to pop him off in some ways on your turn. Now, the Machina Force, whatever you call it, this guy is definitely like the slowest part of the deck, but it'd be cool to maybe make a deck around him to try and maybe speed it up somehow. But he is summoned with, must be special summoned with Commander Covington, and you must pay 1,000 life points to declare an attack with this card. I won't continue on with this in effect, you can kind of read it off, but it seems kind of relatively easily from that, but once we get to Commander Covington, you'll see why that seems to be a little bit more difficult. But he does have a retrain in terms of what he can do. It's Machina Ruin Force, I believe, is what the card's called. So, but that's not in this deck, I don't believe. See, we have the Mega Form here, and as you can see, it's got the Peacekeeper and the gear frame attached to him, which I love. I think it's kind of cool, even though he came a lot later, I believe. But it is, you contribute this card and special summon 1 Machina monster from your hand or deck, except Machina Mega Form. And if a face-up fortress you control is sent to the graveyard where this card is in your graveyard, you can banish that fortress and special summon this card. So it's a good way to get some kind of recycling power, and to, you know, you could obviously get him out, tribute him, and special summon 1 monster from your hand or deck. So, pretty decent. Next, we got the Cannon. I think he's a little less useful than some of the other newer stuff. But it is cannot be normal summon / set. Must first be special summoned from your hand by sending 1 or more other machine monster from your hand to the graveyard, and gains 800 attack for each monster sent to the graveyard. So you need to have a lot of monsters in your hand to kind of pop this off effectively. So I think in, like, if you're going for a decent deck build, he probably wouldn't be too heavily part of it. Now we get into the Soldier, the Sniper, and the Defender. Why are they important? Well, we'll just take a look at them first, then we'll get to it. This Soldier, obviously like I said, I forget what their names are. I get all their names confused. But the Possessed Storage is just the kind of retrained Soldier. And then there's like the Unclasper or whatever for the Sniper, and the Re-Scavenger or something like that for the Defender. Because these have gotten so kind of old in their playstyle and slow. But they do have some use in the deck still in the New Age stuff. But you can see kind of some slow stuff. The Sniper, not too big of like a an effect. And then the Defender, it's a flip monster, so not much coming from it. But they're all to have on the field, so you can bring out Commander Covington and send one face-up soldier, sniper, and defender you control to the graveyard to special summon the Force. And that was the card we were looking at before back. Let me see if I can find him right there. The combination of all three. So obviously that's why they've retrained kind of like him to Ruin Force and the boys to their newer forms, because this is such a slow play that it's almost impossible to do in, you know, new Yu-Gi-Oh! But they still have some use in the new deck, of course, and they're still kind of fun and classic stuff, and it'd be cool to maybe, you know, make a specific deck around just the Force himself to try and actually, you know, pop off a Commander Covington or something like that. And it is very strange that he's not, like, considered, like, a Machina monster, Machina, whatever, you know. We got a Kaiju, which is actually a decent little bonus to the deck. After, you know, the main kind of Machina stuff, it kind of falls off in terms of what's in here. But we'll see. So the Kaiju, the Snowplow Hustle Russell. Very weird. Kind of cool, very weird. You know, some of the classics. Gen X Ally Birdman. Scrap Recycler did come back. He was in the deck back in the day. I remember that. I don't know how exactly he would be effective in the new stuff, but I have to see. I don't know what the plays are for some of it. Torque Tune Gear is you know, your Union monster that is for any machine, I believe. Once returning, you can target just one monster you control. And equip this card to that target. Yeah, so he's just for... Oh, he turns anything into a tuner. That's what he does. That's kind of cool. Especially if you have a lot of Union-y plays. So he could be useful for some stuff. Righty driver and lefty driver. Very cool. Then some like weird kind of desk bot throw-ins. They're like, oh, what other machines that we could kind of tech in? Maybe get some people interested in whatever, you know. And then some of the other Machina, you know, spells can be kind of helpful. I'm not too sure on this one, but it does seem half decent. Armored Unit, kind of cool. Iron Call, kind of strange. Iron Draw. Magnet Reverse, I know, is target a banished Machina Rock, yeah. Limiter Removal, just absolute classic. Would it fit in the deck? 100%. I don't know if they're popping off like with those attacks consistently where you have it kind of lined up, but maybe. could be something to really, you know, focus on. Ties of the Brethren, kind of cool. Pot of Avarice. Cosmic Cyclone, just an absolute classic. Supply Squad. The Overdrive, which I believe is another card just for this deck that they haven't re-released since. I could be wrong, but... Cyber Summon Blaster. Kind of weird, but kind of fun. Couple back to the fronts. Trap Trick. Begone Knave, and Solemn Strike. And that concludes the deck. Like I said, let me know if you want to see me cook up something with this. I'm definitely interested in it. Because like I said, I used to run it back in the day. If I didn't really know what I was doing with the Machina Mayhem. But it is a fun little piece, especially with the weird Commander Covington plays. I don't know if that'd be something I'd run in the new deck that I'd be making, but let me know what you'd like to see. And of course, let me know how you feel about the deck. I'd say it looks pretty decent. You know, of course, if you're going to make a Machina deck, whatever, you know, it helps out. It's got all the plays, some actual specific stuff just for this deck. And it definitely gets you started in some of the ideas you could be hitting up. You know, it's a structure deck. And of course, you know, the the mats they always throw in, which are definitely have some like plays explained on the back. I won't go through it, but you know. So if you like this video, make sure to check out my other structure deck reviews, my other just, pack openings and such. I also do deck profiles, like I said, deck list, deck updates, Yu-Gi-Oh! DIY projects, sometimes some top 10s, you never know. Lots of different content. So make sure to check that stuff out. Make sure to check out the Kaiba Hackstarts Discord. Link in the description. Lots of little Yu-Gi-Oh! Discussions going on over there. Great stuff as well. And make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that little notification bell so you know when future content's coming out. And otherwise, thanks for watching. Peace.